Welcome back to day 3 of my 12-day journey with OMST therapy. And wow, day 3. Did I have any dreams? Yes. I had one dream, but I was able to sleep more. I did not need to take any melatonin. I still used the brain tap because it's really good for the brain frequency to get some deep sleep. So I did get a restful night's sleep. On day 3, I wanted to focus on muscle tension and release. Physical tension can be a barrier and a symptom of fight, flight, freeze, people please, and appease. And there are different therapeutic interventions you can do. I'll discuss how OMST can help with muscle tension and exploring moments of release, relaxation during this training. Today, I did wake up with some hip pain. I went to go walking because at times I cannot run due to my hip pain. I had been stretching using the lacrosse ball. So when I went to the OMST therapy earlier today, I remember just staying there in the bed and focusing on that release of that tension. By the time I left, I had forgotten I had that hip pain. The pain was gone. And this time the bed was faced north to south. But what I did notice was that the light was a dark red and it was going from west to east, round and round. The music was different today. It had a little bit of rock and modern pop type of music. I did notice some sleepiness. It was difficult to keep my eyes open. I did notice some more cravings and urges with sugar. I am eating healthier for this process. I like to use the Whole30. I do allow myself one cheat day, but I do my best to not have any inflammatory foods such as dairy, legumes, grains, alcohol, sugar, and bread. I wanted to see if OMST helps with the cravings and urges. I did notice a little bit more of self-defeating thoughts that come with people pleasing, such as I'm not good enough, but it wasn't as strong as before. They were there, but it was as if it was in a distance. How I would describe this is whenever you are changing who you're healing forward through your journey with generational growth to generational healing. And you take any interventions, be it mental health therapy, OMST, or any other therapy such as yoga, what ends up happening is you start noticing different sensations. And the body starts bringing up these sensations and going, wait, this is something different, not familiar. And the body starts reacting. The body does not know the difference between good, bad, right, wrong. All it knows that it is a different sensation. So at times it might go, no, you know what? Let's go back to the other feeling. Even though it is a maladaptive habit, it clings to that, such as an addiction, because it is a familiar known. This is why you see people doing maladaptive habits and going back to that because it is something they're known. Doesn't mean they like it, but the body produces some type of sensations that is familiar and therefore good for the body. But it really isn't because there's no discernment of good, bad, right, wrong. However, doing the OMST therapy, I was able to discern, oh, I'm having these urges, but my body was able to discern and recognize the beginning sensations of, no, this isn't good for you. Let's try eating this instead. It did help at that aspect. Keep in mind when people have generational trauma, this has been going on for years and generations. You want to be able to take the first step and create awareness. The supplement of the OMST helps do that. Another symptom I did notice that was of benefit today was no headaches. No headaches at all throughout the day. I did not even drink any caffeine today. I didn't even notice I didn't have any caffeine until the evening. And I told myself, wait a second. Because if I don't have any caffeine, I end up getting a headache. And I had energy. The dissociation level that I had today was very minimal. And again, dissociation is common for everyone. I noticed whenever my brain wanted to wander, I just brought it back gently, and I would make sure I took my breaks to relax and not do too much in one certain aspect because I don't want to push my body. And I wasn't as forgetful. I noticed that I was more focused when I was working on my planner. I realized, okay, I have to do this, I have to do this, I have to do that. And I noticed right away that if I knew I had to do something, I wouldn't avoid it. I would just quickly go and do it. And it didn't have any distress. One of the biggest things that I did notice today is that I was working on some things for work, and I tend to put sometimes things, and I had a stack of folders on the table at the very edge. Well, I turned around and did something, and the folders just fell on the floor. Normally, I would get startled, but I was like, oh, the folders fell on the floor. Okay, I'll just go pick it up. That reflex of the startle response, I didn't have it. So I did notice some more calmness. What does this hip pain mean? I don't know. But I do know that it was gone when I did the OMST because again, the sensors for pain, be it emotional or physical, also have sensors in the brain that turn on and off. So somewhere along the line when it comes to doing the OMST therapy bed, it turned off and I have no pain. When I go into the bed with the OMST, I have a lot of racing thoughts because it's normal when you're going through the day and have the day-to-day to-do list, you're going 100 miles an hour. And it takes me a couple of minutes to just breathe and calm and get into the zone of just detaching from the day-to-day rush. And that's when everything started calming down. My nervous system was able to calm down. One of the major benefits for me with the OMST is that I'm learning how to open that window of tolerance of shifting from a state of distress of the day-to-day challenges throughout the busy lifestyle to a shifting to a point of relief and releasing that muscle tension and knowing how does my body feel when it's tight within the muscles and then when it releases that muscle tension. So now the question lies, am I going to have any more dreams tonight? We'll see tomorrow on day 4. Feel free to leave a comment on any questions that you would like to ask or send an email to me as well on if you have shared this journey with OMST or interested in someone that might like to share this journey and see if they are a good fit for this. Until then, stay safe, be well.